Peace, peace, y'all. Welcome to today's mathematics with your girl Sunshine Monet L. Today is 9/22/8. We are in that day of master architect, building the foundation on things. What kind of foundation are you building on this beautiful Sunday? Ashe. I see some of you guys pulling out y'all Sunday service hats. I love it here. Shout outs to y'all for building a good foundation on this 9/22 as we are in the last day of Moot, and we are in the first couple of days of the third decan of the month, the decan of creation and expression and understanding. We give thanks. Ashe. So on this day of 22, this master architect energy, creating the foundation on a 2-2, that's Taurus energy of priorities, value of self, other people, wealth. You know, what is wealth to you? How do you obtain it? How do you maintain it? And also coming into the space of your heart chakra. What does your heart want? How is your heart being reflected on the outside rather than the outside being reflected within? Ashe? So, and honestly, when you think about how big your aura is and the fact that you're just an aura with a body, most of the stuff that you see within the immediate realms of you really is a part of your vortex and what you're attracting within your aura. So, you know, if you don't like it, it's probably something going on inside of the body that this aura, you know, is holding on to that, you know, your aura needs to learn how to let go of. So do the work, y'all. So we're going to take that 22-day master architect, you know, building a new foundation in this space and your space and things, and we're going to put that into the womb. We're going to put that into Moot, okay? And, you know, we're going to put that into the cosmic womb. We're going to give birth to something else. We're going to harvest it with the 9. 9 is the number of completion. 9 enters that Sagittarius realm of joy and the sacral chakra vibes, the nervous system, the wisdom from the oracle and the sages type energy. And we're going to come back down with the 3-1. Excuse me, this is creation with that initiative energy. This is creation with that thought. This is creation with that Ogun, that understanding of knowledge, right? And then we're going to bring us back down into a 4. So we put the 2-2 up there. That's the master architect. We come down with understanding and intellect, understanding and knowledge, creation and initiative, right? And we give thanks to that because that's pretty dope. 3 also dealing with that Gemini energy that can bring you into a space of air and being all over the place. The goal is to bring that 3 and 1 together to put you back down into a foundation and energy of stability. Ashe. So it brings us back into the 4, the foundation of things. We're going to take that 4 and we're going to put it into the year of 8. This is the year of the wood dragon, building and destroying. High highs make low lows. The goal is to be the homeostasis in the middle. This is the energy of Sebek. The celestial classifier is making species and body parts and cellular parts and atomic particles and all the different things. Just don't get stuck in the middle part of it, the classification of it. And remember that we're all auras into one big auric field. Ashe. So don't get caught up in this physical body thing, because this is just a part. We're really experiencing ourselves when you think about how big your aura is, and the body is just the middle of it. And, you know, giving us a physical, you know, energy in the middle, a little heart joint in the middle for us, right? You know, this is just a part of it. You know, these are just parts of it, and we're breaking it down even to in more parts of it. So remember, it's all still an experience of you. You know what I'm saying? You're the bigger makeup of all of this, right? So it comes back into that knowledge of that, right? 1, everything starts with that gut that controls the mind, that fire in the gut, that solar plexus, that Aries Ogun energy. That's why it's associated with motivation and ambition. What gets you going? What gets you triggered to be in movement? Whether it's a good trigger or a negative trigger, right, wrong, or indifferent, you know. That's up to you and your own personal discernment. This is also the enforcers, the celestial enforcers. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got when we deal with Aries energy. Aries also comes from the Keters, being rooted upward. You know what I'm saying? That can also bring you to a sense of motivation, ambition, and trigger energy, right? So we come into that 1 and 2. 2 is that wisdom, that chokma, also on the shoulder. You know, you got that understanding, that Saturn, the goat with the horns, and then you got Chokma with the angel on the other side. You know, bringing us back into that 2, that Taurus energy of what's in your heart, right? Ultimately, today is a day of 3. Today is a day of understanding and expression and creation. Today is a day of Bina. Today is a Saturn day on a Sunday, right? And then let's, you know, be intentional with our emotions, you know, pay attention to how we feel and how things are making us feel, and the whys and the all around. Again, coming back to the fact that knowing that you're more of an aura than you are a body. You know, you're just experiencing yourself in the body. You know, all this is experiences of yourself in your vortex. What is it in your space? It's really a reflection of what you deserve when you think about how big your aura is. and how big your vortex is. You really are just experiencing yourself. So if you don't like what you're experiencing, there's something in yourself, in your energy, in your aura, in your vortex, in your force field that needs some tweaking. Isn't that empowering? You can do it. Believe in yourself. Change your energy, right? So on this day of 3, on this beautiful Sunday, let's give us the astronomical report, Ashe. We start the day off with a 79% Wanding Gibbous moon. We're in that moon of cleansing the tangible things out of our space. Moon rising at 9:31 p.m. and setting at 12:26 p.m. We are in Taurus in our mindset in that 2 energy on this 22. This is the heart chakra energy, sidereal Aries, constellation Cancer. So that's the 2 and 2, because we're in Aries in our mind and our body. So finding those priorities, that wealth, those levels of forgiveness, even forgiveness itself is big for the aura today. Let's focus on our heart chakra today and what our heart wants and what our heart desires and what our heart seeks value and obtaining and maintaining that value. And it starts with the heart and it follows with the throat chakra, Ashe. That's why Gemini comes after Taurus. Sunrise at 6:47 a.m. and setting at 6:55 p.m. The moon and Uranus are in conjunction today at 2:34 a.m. This happened. The moon was 4.1 degrees north. So now we have that progressive push happening in our intuitive space and our nurturing space in that divine womb. Let that divine womb push you to where you want to be and where you need to be. Sometimes in directions we didn't even know we had to go to get there. You know what I'm saying? But the destination is all the same. The moon and Pleiades are a minimal angle at 7:10 a.m. The moon is 3 degrees 10 minutes southeast. Occultation does occur with moon and Pleiades, so working on those wounds and that sorrow that you have in your intuition space. This is when we come into that space of forgiveness and value. You know what I'm saying? You don't value yourself because you haven't forgiven yourself for some things that you've done, so you feel like you don't deserve certain things. Work on that. You haven't seen a value in certain people, places, things, situations, ideals, circumstances, and events around you because you haven't forgiven certain elements of them. Remember, those are all things that you are attracting your vertex for a reason, because they are facets of yourself. Okay? That minimum angle occurred at 7:10 a.m. The moon was 3 degrees 10 minutes. I probably said that already. A conjunction at 7:03 a.m. The moon was 2 degrees 36 minutes south. Observed at 5:40 a.m. this morning with a 6-degree west-southwest separation. The autumn equinox was this morning at 8:44 a.m. This is when the sun crosses the celestial equator. Day and night have the equal amount of time today. The spring equinox is on the southern hemisphere, while up here on the northern side of things we're dealing with autumn. So happy autumn equinox, y'all, coming into a new season, a new quarter of the nature's year, and we move in gratitude to be able to be in this space of harvest, really realizing how we reap what we sow. Really focusing on your auric body in the season, because we get in from the Virgo harvest. And Virgo is associated with Mercury, which we know is the messenger from the physical to the non-physical, right? You are the non-physical as well as the physical. Be blessed that you're here in both stages, in the kind of body that you are, because not all the auric bodies here are in the kind of body that you are. You know what I'm saying? We got the bombest avatar out here in this low down town, showing up. But you know, so we were in that space giving the messages from the physical, the non-physical body. And so now we're moving in this air energy, you know. Now it's really time to pay attention to your auric body and that balance between, you know, is your auric body balanced? Because it's going to reflect in your physical world. And then we go from there, we get into Scorpius energy. You know, with Scorpius energy, the veil is real thin between your physical body and your auric body, and your auric body amongst the auric body of others, because this is the space of conception. Now we're conceiving with other auric bodies. We're conceiving with our physical and our non-physical self. You know, that's why Scorpius energy is associated with that sexual energy. You know what I'm saying? Then we get into Sagittarius, the fire brewing, you know, that spark that comes into the space. Now we're in the winter solstice, Ashe. We get into the next quarter when we get in there. So you move into the realms of nature and how nature moves, you know, we give thanks for this next quarter and how we're about to experience it. And we be intentional with this knowledge that I just gave y'all, all right? So enjoy this day at 22. Utilize that knowledge I just gave you on how this next quarter is going to be going. And I'll see you tonight for Sunday service. Peace, y'all.